Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on last year's national champions, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Hokies about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll bring it out. It's Clayton. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. On the option. Now the pitch. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. They're coming off a national championship win last year, but you got to think this group of seniors isn't satisfied with stopping there.
No, they have tremendous leadership in this coaching staff, too. That was the one priority in the offseason. Fighting complacency, staying hungry to try and chase another title, David.
And it's hard to do, but you got new pieces and new places and new faces, which is awesome. So it's a lot of guys that haven't won that championship, that want to fight for it, that are hungry, and now you mix them with some guys that have also won. It's a good recipe.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Looking to throw, it's Lacey. Lets it fly. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quickly out to the tight end. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air, it's Lacey. Makes the grab on the left. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. On the run, deep down the right side. Touchdown, Longhorns! First points of the day are on the board.
There go my five-star, white boy. Yeah.
From this offense, what a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The short hands. It's Overton. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picked.
Yeah, get deep in that menu. Get as far as into that menu as you can, you menu warrior. It's not going to help you. I don't need any of them depth charts, any of them adjustments, any of them, nothing. I'm not in the menu at all. I play the game. I play the game, fam. I play the game. I'm not in the menu. Don't pause the game and tell me to play the game.
But I know having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He's working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
That's QB.
Looking for a crease to the left. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. And the Hokies are in the hurry-up. The give to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. So right at the midfield stripe, never really a thought about punting. Thought they might try to make them jump, but they pick up the first down.
I think a lot of it speaks to the experience they have up front and in the backfield. Just knowing these guys have been in these sorts of situations before in big games, and they can go out and handle the pressure and go execute and pick up the first.
Line getting set on second down. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And you got to get locked into the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Hokies! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods.
You're weird.
Taking apart the
You're weird.
on that last
The
drive.
nigga didn't even look at the quarterback.
I mean,
It's
that was a
straight.
masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Lacy. He's going to let it go. Picked off. Takes it the other way. The 20. And after the turnover, out of bounds at the 12 to set up this offense.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Here's a quick throw out to the left.
And you're spamming too. And you're spamming. That's why no one wants to play you, Greg. That's why no one wants to play you, Greg. That's why no one wants to play you, Greg. You keep spamming. You keep spamming. Every RPO.
Feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Looking for a man. It's Lacy. Throwing on the run. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you can really get dangerous in this ballgame.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on first down. Swings it out to his running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stop for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Got some room into the goal line. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Hokies line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies.
And this offense is firing in all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Lacy. The quick out. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Porter. Powers through the defender. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
The Longhorns come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Looking to throw for it. Right on the money. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Trying to take it back. At the 20. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they turn it into a defensive score. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air. It's Lacy. Going to try to get it himself. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points. He lets it fly. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Back to pass on second down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working that left side now. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. Sending the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Dances away to buy time. Fires on the move. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Uncorks it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. There he goes. Touchdown, Texas.
Let's go. Thank you for blitzing. Let's go. If you didn't rush me, I wouldn't have thrown it. It wouldn't have been a touchdown. If I threw it with the regular timing, if you didn't rush me, make me get rid of it, it would have been a touchdown. Stop spamming, stop blitzing. Let's go, man. Texas.
Using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Oregon State somehow, some way, found a way there in Corvallis and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Going with the ground game left. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Finding open areas. Across the 45. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway.
I'm heavy in the flats, baby. I'm heavy in the flats.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways and try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
On the move, it's Porter. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Lacy. Steps away. Going right and going deep. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Steps away to find some room. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Many times the Hokies have had a dynamic threat running the ball at quarterback, but you got to be efficient like this in the passing game.
No doubt, and you got to have some balance on offense. You got to be able to make those plays down the field in the passing game to make you honor, get some guys out of the box, so it's not just running quarterback all the time.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time on target. Made a defender miss. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Now on 1st down from the 28. To the air on 1st down. A little release to the back. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Tight end finds a soft spot. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Handoff from the gun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the running back. Touchdown, Hokies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Dropping back, it's Lacy. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly complete. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. And the Longhorns come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Unleashes one. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Quarterback making adjustments. The throw. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Running behind that left side. Runs through the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. The give to the fullback. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Let's be honest, Reese. Like, the only time the fullback gets the football is usually in short yardage situations, and the defense was locked in. You got to try to get penetration with that defensive line. They did a good job of it. Nowhere to go with the football for the big fella.
Caught over the middle. It's Overton. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game 1 going exactly how they scripted.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Lacey. Forced out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
With jet sweep pass. Breaks the tackle. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on fourth down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He might want another play. On fourth down, looking for the completion. It's complete to the right. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. The give to the tailback. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him.
Wide open spaces. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Catch in the middle. It's Adams. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Wants to keep it in the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. This dude is just running amok for the Hokies, both through the air and on the ground.
He's just doing some serious damage. And whether it's running, whether it's throwing, this guy has been on point, making you think of some great names like Mike Vick back in the day that just electrified Virginia Tech fans.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it will. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll get him down after a solid return. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Looking left. He's got an open man. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one...
Going to take a shot. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Lacy. Makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Offense gets set for second down.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there. The Longhorns line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Lacy. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing?
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is there.
Oh, a lot of space. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Hokies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. There he goes. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
If they get this one to the finish line behind this powerful running game, landmark moment, guys, to win a top 10 showdown this early in the season.
Yeah, and just proving why I'm the higher-ranked team, right? Like proving my ranking, building my case throughout the season. This is a great one to put on the ledger. This will be one that the playoff committee will be looking on down the road. A big top 10 win early in the season.
David, I think they're also serving notice to the rest of the teams on their schedule. I mean, they're watching this game right now early in the year, and they're saying, man, these dudes run the football. We better buckle up and play these guys.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Makes the grab on the left. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game one, they've done a phenomenal job.
63, Texas.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Lacy. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Timeout called by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. Wants to go up top on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock, and made no doubt about it, this one's over.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
14, Texas.
And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Dropping back, it's Lacy. He's taking a deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth quarter. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.